A tremendous aura appears and shocks everyone who feels it. Beerus, Whis, and Broly sense the vibrations from afar on their planet. At first, Beerus gets a chill, but then he smiles and asks himself, could this finally be the warrior from the prophecy? Whis looks at Beerus with a smile and says, we must go witness this warrior who is even ready to be the next god of destruction, at least in terms of power. Goku and Vegeta even consider that this warrior has surpassed their fusion, Gogeta. An unusual aurora borealis appeared in the sky on a normal day shortly after sunrise. The Earth is overtaken by tremendous darkness. The being who faced Super Buu before, and also Cell after his Super Saiyan 2 form, had returned. His Saiyan side flowed like never before, taking the place of the innocent young Gohan and giving rise to an extremely powerful warrior. The one who now holds the Staff of Earth and, as its protector, will prove once again that Goku was both right and wrong to place all this responsibility on Gohan. This can become either a blessing or a curse. His desire for power is letting the Beast take control, but this time, he says no. I am in control, but I need to be a bit colder with my enemies, because I won't have a second chance without my father and Lord Vegeta on Earth. So he lets the Beast out to fully access his power, and for that, he had a long journey. Speaking of long journeys, let's walk this one together. I ask you to subscribe, activate the bell, and leave your like and comment. In your opinion, which Gohan is the most badass? The one who faced Cell, Super Buu, or the current Gohan? And let's get to another video here on the channel. Gohan, the eldest son of Goku, is a hybrid, being half Saiyan and half human. Gohan now possesses a legendary form at his hands, with the potential to defeat any opponent. The Beast form of Gohan is a powerful transformation that he achieves in the movie Dragon Ball Super, Superhero. Gohan attains this form when he sees his mentor, Piccolo, gravely injured by Cell Max. The intense anger awakens the latent power within him, resulting in the transformation that gives him the most beast-like appearance possible, revealing his inner state. This transformation is a tribute to the potential Gohan has always had but has often been suppressed due to his peaceful nature. Gohan Beast represents the pinnacle of Gohan's power, combining his brute strength with his intelligence and fighting abilities. And how can Gohan control it in the next chapter? Only by increasing his limiter. Later in the video, I'll explain how Gohan's limiter works more deeply and the times when it has embarrassingly hindered him. Gohan has always had this power within him, being able to access it many times in extreme cases, but because he has gone through this so many times, he has discovered his own limit and how much of his limit he can use in each transformation. This became very clear in his fight against his father on Beerus' planet. Goku, already in his Ultra Instinct form from the start of the fight, asks Gohan to use his new form, and everyone is surprised, even though they had felt it before. They even consider that he could be a candidate for the next god of destruction, but soon it said no. Because of his kindness, he wouldn't have full access to destructive power. This is already more than proven by the fact that, despite having this monstrous form, this power does not descend from destructive energy. So, as soon as the fight begins, they exchange punches, but Gohan struggles because Goku is using Ultra Instinct. Gohan pushes his limiter to the edge and holds back to not lose control, staying at his limit just to break Goku's Ultra Instinct, remembering that Goku had already evolved it by the end of the Granola Saga. Gohan said he had been training for this, so he wouldn't lose control. This reminds me that it could have the same training base as Vegeta and the Elite Saiyan warriors, who train to control their Oozr form since this form drastically increases the Saiyan strength. Without proper training, they succumb to the form because their minds cannot comprehend and process all that power. It's similar to what happens with Gohan, and it's pretty cool, showing his ability and also his Master Piccolo's ability to train together since both have a strong connection. And basically, Gohan needs this. Stronger opponents so that his brain can also process and handle so much power without losing control. A testament to this is Broly. Broly's transformation into legendary Super Saiyan amplifies his emotions and violent behavior, reflecting a chemical imbalance in his brain. Broly is a complex character with a mental state deeply affected by childhood traumas and experiences. This leads him to not know how to deal with his emotions, causing him to lose total control over his actions. But now that he observed the Beast, Gohan, and fought against him, he can mentally assimilate that when he is helped, he evolves very quickly, both in battle. This is truly frightening. So he masters his legendary form for the first time, simply by observing Gohan. So in a way, they are parallels. If their minds are trained, both Broly and Gohan can reach their peak very quickly, and as I said at the beginning of the video, surpass Gogeta easily and many others. That's it, guys. What do you think about all of this? Comment below about this beast, and if you have something different to say about how Gohan can control his powers, leave it in the comments, because I'll be responding to all of them. As mentioned above, I will explain better to you about Gohan's limiter and make it very clear, to the point it'll fry your brain. I hope you pay close attention because it's a very important factor throughout all of Dragon Ball. Throughout the series, Gohan stands out for his great fighting potential, which is often unleashed in moments of anger or when his loved ones are in danger. Unlike his father, Gohan doesn't have a natural passion for fighting and prefers to devote himself to his studies and his family. He eventually becomes an entomologist and forms a family with Videl, with whom he has a daughter named Pan. But it wasn't always like this. Since childhood, Gohan had to carry a heavy burden, witnessing his father die in front of him, along with his uncle Raditz, at the hands of Piccolo. But before his death, Raditz informs two other Saiyans that Kakarot is on Earth and had not conquered the planet as expected from his warrior race lineage. Piccolo, hearing this, says he's going to train Gohan. Piccolo takes Gohan to a desert and leaves him alone for 6 months so that he can learn to survive on his own. After that, Piccolo begins rigorous training, which includes hand-to-hand combat and key techniques. Gohan quickly develops his fighting abilities and begins to show his immense potential, even though he is still a child. Piccolo already noticed that from a young age, Gohan had these fits of fury, which greatly elevate his power level. However, this level cannot be raised beyond what his body can handle. It's like a limiter on a motorcycle, for example. When the motorcycle approaches the preset speed or RPM limit, the system automatically intervenes to control the acceleration, and it was no different with Gohan. After this, he would sleep and forget what he had done, as the system would shut down to avoid overload. So, as time went on, this limiter scaled up until his first major Fury outburst happened, and he was able to transform into Super Saiyan, followed by his fight with Cell, where he reached Super Saiyan 2, which only he possessed for a certain time in the anime. But something there caught attention at the time, along with his limiter that exceeded its load, but in a controlled way, since his body was capable of retaining the energy and remaining active. His system kind of forces him to use his Saiyan genes more actively, so pride takes over him, leading to the near fall of the Z Warriors and Goku's death. Then, after he comes to his senses, he balances his human side and his Saiyan side to take full control of his form, and the system readapted to this, granting him full access to his powers while maintaining more of his humanity. But over time in Dragon Ball, as is customary in every anime or series, the warriors continue to increase their strength and always face enemies stronger than the previous ones. Then, a new threat arises: Majin Buu. Majin Buu is a fascinating character due to his ability to change form and personality, making each battle against him unique and challenging. He is a magical being with an incredible capacity for regeneration and transformation. And as if that weren't enough, Majin Buu evolves into Super Buu. Super Buu is created when evil Buu absorbs good Buu, the good part of fat Majin Buu. This fusion results in a much more powerful and intelligent being. And Gohan is only a match for him when he gains access to his mystic form through the ritual performed by Old Kai, which lasts over 20 hours, where he unlocks Gohan's hidden potential. He reaches a new level of power without needing to transform into Super Saiyan. He displays overwhelming power, surpassing Buu in all aspects. But again, his pride doesn't let him win the fight, losing to himself once more. Again, the issue of the limiter. His body received a great amount of energy, so his system forced him again to use more of his Saiyan genes. Pride dominates him, and he doesn't know how to handle it, much like Vegeta. Only after all of this is he able to balance the scale again between his earthly humanity and his Saiyan lineage, gaining control, keeping his pride but staying grounded. This becomes clear after his fight with Goku in Dragon Ball Super, when he regained access to the mystic form alongside training with Piccolo, in preparation for the tournament of power that would occur later. And about the Beast form, I've already mentioned it above. Summing it all up, Gohan discovered how to bypass the system, so he's been able to reach this current level without many consequences, and he's going much further, without surpassing the limiter all at once, but building himself up little by little. I truly hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you leave your feedback, and until next time, thanks and goodbye.